Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Malisa Rumbai, brings you the Salesian news across the globe. A time of knowledge, in-depth study, but also of wonder and surprise for the 30 journalists accredited at the Vatican Press Office and the Italian Foreign Press. The press tour on the steps of Don Bosco, organized by Father Giuseppe Costa, co-spokesperson of the Salesian congregation, was an experience rich in discoveries and opportunities to admire up close the beauty, significance and perennial relevance of the Salesian charism, starting from the knowledge of its founder. The group, composed of Vaticanists and experts in religious journalism, qualified and united by a common sympathy towards the figure of Don Bosco, as well summarized by Father Costa, met in Turin, Voldaco in the middle of the day on Friday, December 16th. Already the first moment of lunch together was in the spirit of Salesianity, with a meal offered and prepared by the students of the CNOS FAP Center in Turin. In the afternoon, the activities immediately got into full swing with a press conference granted by the Rector Major, Father Angel Fernandez Artime. He briefly explained the current state of the congregation and then made himself available with frankness and openness to all the questions, from the most topical and thorny issues of current news to reflections on Salesian pastoral action today. None of the questions addressed to the 10th successor of Don Bosco remained unanswered, nor did they receive purely diplomatic answers. In almost 9 years, much of it spent traveling around the world, visiting missions, I have been able to touch with my own hands the tremendous good that our confreres do, together with the whole church and so many people of goodwill. I say this without triumphalism. I believe that today we are a serene congregation that can look to the future with hope. Thus, Father Angel Fernandez Artime, Rector Major of the Salesians, describes in a few but very clear lines the present of the religious family that collect and continues Don Bosco's legacy. The occasion was a meeting with a group of journalists from Italian and foreign newspapers who had come to Piedmont from Rome to visit the places of the Salesian charism. First and foremost, the citadel of Voldaco, where Don Bosco's dream began with the first boys, but also the birthplace of the saint and the places of his childhood in Castel Nuovo Asti. The meeting with the Rector Major is part of this journey and is an opportunity for a wide-ranging discussion on decisive issues for the Salesian family and for the whole church. After consultations that took place among the confreres of the ACC VP in September and with the consent of the General Council, Father Angel Fernandez Artime, Rector Major of the Salesians, has appointed Father Orlin Mukangwa Muanangoy SDB as the Superior of the Vice Province, Africa Congo, covering part of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Republic of Congo for the 6-year period 2023 to 29. Father Orlin was born on November 9, 1975 in Lubumbashi, Democratic Republic of Congo. He completed his novitiate in Kansebula from 24th August 1999 to August 24th, 2000. He then made his perpetual profession in Lubumbashi on 8th of July 2006 and was ordained a priest on July 12, 2008. He held the positions locally of director in Uvura, Kinshasa, Lungunga and Legombe, and school principal in Messina. Prior to the birth of the current ACC VP, it was he who was chosen as the superior of the DRC WEST delegation for 4 years, and at the time of this appointment, he was again delegate of the provincial in the new AFC East delegation based in Goma. Next January 1st, on the occasion of World Peace Day, the 30th edition of the Vatican Christmas Concert, the event sponsored by the Pontifical Gravissimum Educationis Foundation of the Disastery for Culture and Education together with other entities will be aired on the Italian network Channel 5. The Christmas concert, which this year will be under the banner of peace and solidarity, supports the Turin Mission Office, Missioni Don Bosco, and will feature the Salesian missions in Ukraine and all the houses that find themselves in conflict, war-related contexts. The concert was recorded at the Auditorium Conciliazione in the afternoon of December 17th and until next Jan 6th, thanks to the initiative Our Emergency is Peace, It will be possible to support the Salesian missions in Ukraine with a donation via phone call or text message to the number 45594. The generosity of those who wish to contribute will promote to projects to support Salesian works in Kiev and Lviv. The missionaries are asking for help to build a new air raid shelter for the Kiev house. The project involves the construction of an equipped underground shelter and, above it, the construction of a multi-sport field and playground, spaces that, once the war is over, can be enhanced by converting them into a small theatre. As for the work in Lviv, the Salesians want to purchase music and sports equipment for a year-long support program that includes various activities for young people at the oratories and during summer camps. On December 18, 2022, the entire Salesian congregation remembers when exactly 163 years ago, on December 18, 1859, Don Bosco founded the Pious Society of St. Francis de Sales in Valdoco, Turin, with 17 members in addition to the founder. And it is precisely on this occasion that the Rector Major, Father Angel Fernandez Artime, launches his missionary appeal to all his confreres to emphasize that since its foundation, the spirit and missionary commitment are essential elements of the Salesian congregation. Thanks to the missionary spirit in our congregation, there are still confreres who leave to give their lives to God as missionaries, writes Father Angel Fernandez Artime in his message. In his letter, the Rector Major emphasizes that today, the missions cannot be understood only as a movement towards mission lands, as they once were. Today, Salesian missionaries come from the 5 continents and are sent to the 5 continents, not only to respond to the need for personnel, but, above all, to witness that for the sons of Don Bosco, there are no borders, to contribute to intercultural dialogue, to the interculturation of faith and charism, and to trigger processes that can generate new local vocations. With this letter, the 10th successor of Don Bosco invites the Salesians to pray and to make a careful discernment to discover if the Lord calls them within the common Salesian vocations to be missionaries for life. He also invites the provincials with their delegations for mission promotion DIAM to be the first to help their confreres to cultivate missionary desire and to facilitate the discernment. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.